Okay, here's a look at the emini S&P for Monday, January the 10th, 2011. We always like to use the market profiles in our analysis of the market, and this is today's market profile. This was Friday's. The one in the middle here is what occurred in the overnight session with trade starting on Sunday evening up until 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time today. We had areas that we were looking at. We had 58 as our major support, and it hit it on Friday, and it hit it again today. Friday had a stronger bounce. As a matter of fact, the bounce that occurred on Friday was not exceeded. It got up to here late Friday, and the market stayed within there all day. So this is the third time we've come down and touched on that major support at 58. As you can see over here in the overnight session late last week, actually dipped below it for a short period of time. So if that 58 does not hold in the regular trading hours, we're probably due for a pretty nice sell-off. Other than that, the market remains in an upward directional bias, we believe, with the next likely area to get tested around 1273. We also like to use the market profiles of the regular trading hours in our analysis, and you can see those right here. As far as our trades were concerned today, I'll just mark them off here so you can see we had the up arrows are buys, are long trades, and the down arrows are short trades. Now, obviously we don't take every one of these trades, which is one of the reasons we have this filter down here to help us in determining whether or not we actually believe it to be a valid trade and want to go ahead and take it. So going into today with the known support area in around 1258, as the market came into here and gave us a sell, we did not take that trade even though it hit our first two objectives. And the reason being is that having only a point and a half room to move is right on the borderline whether or not we want to take that, and seeing as it's a major support, we would not want to sell into support, just like we would not want to buy just below a resistance barrier. So as a result, that was not our first trade. Our first trade was right here. You can see that little dashed blue arrow or blue line right there. Basis is blue arrow, so we're filled long on that trade right here. Had a really nice move, rallying. I think on that trade was a little under 5 points, so that was a nice trade, worked out really well. The second long trade we had right here, based on this up arrow, was right in here. It did come down a little bit lower than we anticipated, so we actually ended up by exiting that trade for a 3-tick loss right here. If our first objective is not hit in 10 minutes, we don't want to hang around. There could be a new development taking place. So as a result, we exited that trade for a 3-tick loss, as I said. This was another potential short trade here, which was not taken. You can see our filter in this case had gone to neutral, and the market was just too bullish, so within the context of the up auction, so no trade there. So our third trade that we took was right here, off of this arrow. It came up and down and up. We held it through here, and then got stopped out at break even on the final contract, so we hit our first two objectives on that. As a result, this trade here off of this long signal was not taken because we were already in a long trade. This is a short trade right here, triggered in the neutral within the context of the intraday up auction, so obviously that trade was not taken either. So we had our first trade here, which was the big winner, moving 5 points in our favor. Number 2 trade here, a 3-tick loss, and number 3 trade over here, which hit our first two objectives and break even on the final 1/4 of our position on that trade. So those are the trades that we had today. We still think that 58 is major support, so let's continue to monitor that. Obviously, if the market can hold below there, it's going to have a pretty good leg down. We would want that to take place during the regular trading hours. Other than that, we're looking at around the 73 as likely pretty good resistance area for now, although obviously our preference is to be on the long side. So any questions or comments, just get a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com. Always enjoy hearing your questions, comments, etc. So that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again tomorrow.